is just embarrassing.
Hey, what's up guys, it's El.P, and today we're looking at the Lancer Evolution X on stilts, the 2009 Mitsubishi Outlander. The Outlander is a medium-sized SUV, known as the Airtrek in Japan and Mitsubishi Outlander in other markets. But from 2008, the Airtrek name was dropped and the Outlander nameplate adopted worldwide. Design flicks of the 2010 Outlander boasts a nose quite recognizable with rally and car fans, clearly inspired by the Lancer Evolution X. And it gives the Mitsubishi an aggressive edge that makes it an instant standout. The 2010 Outlander competes with the more fuel-efficient Nissan X-Trail, a more powerful Toyota RAV4 V6, and an impressive roominess and refinement from the Honda CR-V and Subaru Forester. While in this category, the Outlander and the Vanguard are the only 7-seaters. Surprisingly, the Outlander never became a popular kid amongst its competitors. And even if you think about it, how many of your relatives have this car? Even with its appealing design, 7-seater capacity, and improved reliability. The 2010 Outlander comes in 3 grades, a 2.0M, a 2.4G, and the 2.0 DID. Starting from the back, the Mitsubishi Outlander is quite a favorite to most people, with just the looks. From the angled down taillights that have LED lights at the back, and the angular face that matches the front grille. It's an interesting looking car from all angles. But being that it's an off-road Mitsubishi, and with the pedigree the Mitsubishi already have, you know it means business. Getting into the back, you get a split tailgate, so that opens that way, and the bottom opens down, which you don't really get in these medium-sized SUVs other than the Range Rovers. So this can be a flex if you want to sit at a game or have a picnic with guys, having this here. And it can support up to 200 kgs. It's quite strong, so don't be scared putting things or people here. Next from that, it's quite a spacious boot. This is the SE model, so we get 3 rows of seating, but with the 3rd row sits down, you get a sizable boot, sizable. From where I'm at, if I put this back up, I can't really touch the 2nd row seats. So that's how far it is. I have to like really get in to do it. And I like that you have a cable tie. This will never go wrong unless you get dirt and mud inside this place, but it's all hidden behind the soft panels. So what do you get in the boot here? You have your 12-volt socket at the top here. On your right hand side, you get your spare wheel tools to remove your wheels and put your spares. On the left hand side, you get more storage that's ventilated actually, so you can put things that you don't want to be too hot in the boot. And you get this button here. You hold on to it for a few seconds, and the 2nd row seats will do an electric somersault. I know you guys understand what I mean if you played such games when you were a child. I was thinking I was going to show you how to put the 3rd row seat up, but because it's a process, I'll let the trustee of the vehicle come and show us how to put this 3rd row seat up. So, welcome Nelson.
Thank you. First of all, make sure you've eaten well, because it's a bit of a process.
You hear? First of all, you have to make sure you've eaten well. So, he will do it and show you guys how to do it.
So you start with the first one, up here. Before you even start with the first one, make sure this place is a bit flexible, because you're going to pull the hinges. So this is the first one that you pull. Then you pull the bottom hinges.
It pops up.
Yeah. Then you pull this one again.
And you pull again.
It pops up.
Then that pops up.
Yeah. Then once that has popped up,
goes
push
to
the chair ahead.
And it's.
Then you put the headrests. You lift them up. Yeah. You have your 2 seats for children or for people like me who are
vertically challenged.
Yeah. So we can fit the 2 of us. We had 2 knees. Fit back here.
Instructions here on how to put the seat up, but as he showed us,
it's a bit tedious.
You need some practice.
Yeah, si kazi.
Si rahisi. Uliza Nadia.
Uliza?
Nadia.
Nadia.
Nadia Mukami si rahisi. They know, they'll get it.
They'll get it. Great. Yes, it's a process, and with the tailgate up, you don't have much storage here. You can have maybe 2 small suitcases or 1 big, large size suitcase, and that's just it. I don't think you guys need me to get into the rear seats, but for your entertainment, I'll get in. You see me get squeezed, and yeah.
Third row seats. To cut the third row story short, I couldn't fit. The space is very tight, head space and knee space, especially for adults or children above 5'8". Having you sit in the third row will just be torture.
Getting into the back seat is easy, being that the car is quite high up, so you don't have to go low down to get into the car. The back seats recline, making it easy and for you to be as comfortable as you want. Making it easy for you to be as comfortable as you want. You get your center armrest here with cup holders that open in a really, look at that, geeking out on this.
It's a geek thing.
You get both headrests for the back. So for long journeys, it's been set well for those kind of outdoor journeys, if you want to go far. So if you're going to Kakamega or if you're going to Mombasa, you'll be quite comfortable. We don't have climate controls at the back, so no air conditioning. Your only air conditioning will be your window. You get really big door bins. If you like your drinks, you can store. This is a 1 liter bottle. For center seat, it's quite nice really, being that the transmission tunnel is not that big. So I have happy feet. It's put a bit up and pushed forward, so you are away from the outer seats, the passengers from the outer seats. So you can have 3 adults here easily without any issue. I can be comfortable here. My knee, I have enough knee space, and head space is quite ample too. And for a 12-year-old car, the seats have kept up really well. Mitsubishi knows you're going to put a third person here. You get a center headrest. Conventionally, we're used to the center seat having the seat belt around your waist only. But these days, I tend to see more cars having the seat belts coming from the top and over to the side. So if you have information on why we have this type of seat belts these days for the center seat, you can tell me down in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. That's that. Let's jump to the front seat.
Entering the Outlander's front cabin space, and you will find attractive design with the usual splash of cheap plastics we have come to be used to from Japanese cars. XLS and GT models fare the best. They feature a soft touch upper instrument panel and door trim with eye-catching double stitch accents. While the steering wheel is tilt adjustable, it doesn't telescope, which may be an issue for some taller drivers. You get enough storage with 4 cup holders at the front, plus comfortable raised seating and enough charging ports to have you powering a small camp. The Outlander comes with 3 engine options: a 2-liter petrol, a 2-liter turbo diesel, and a 2.4-liter petrol. The petrol engines use the Mitsubishi innovative valve timing control technology, and the diesel engine uses a common rail fuel injection system. The 6-speed CVT is the most common, but manual options are also available. Mitsubishi vehicles had a bad reputation in the early years of the Pajero with a grime engine and awful suspension, though this Mitsubishi Outlander has long banished those days. If well maintained, the petrol Outlander is a reliable car with few mechanical problems, but couldn't say the same about the diesel engines, so keep off those ones. All major safety features are standard on the Outlander, including anti-lock disc brakes, stability control, front seat side airbags, and full-length side curtain airbags.
The 209
Mitsubishi Outlander is a solid car on the road. It has good stability and handling, guessing it was built with the same engineers as the Mitsubishi Evolution, giving it that sporty edge, that sporty feeling. For that guy, girl, or family who aren't willing to compromise style for versatility, the 2010 Mitsubishi Outlander is a very good choice for a small crossover SUV.
get quite a lot of space. Tunachoma huyo, tunachoma.